Dustin's long career is about to come to an end at UFC 318. So we have a look back at some of his best moments and some of the memories that the Diamond has left us with. UFC 318 is almost upon us. EVLOEV is injured and out of his fight with Aaron Pico. So what does that mean for the 145-pound division? And USYK versus DUBOIS 2 takes place this weekend. People, it's the best show on the Sanderson Show. It's Combat Catch-Up. We're live. Let's get into it. Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to the Sanderson Show. Hope everyone is well. Make sure you subscribe to Luke's channel. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie's channel. Links are in the description. And if you haven't subscribed here, on the road to 8,000 subs, I would be over the moon if you could help get us there. We're all Liverpool fans, so we've had a fantastic day. So I'm not going to ask how the guys are doing. We're having a fantastic day. We spoke before we started this stream. Life is good. But as it pertains to MMA, guys, someone who's had a very good MMA and UFC career, and that is Dustin Poirier. But his career comes to an end this Saturday in his hometown of Lafayette, Louisiana, as he takes on for the third time Max Blessed Holloway for the BMF Championship. And it is Max Holloway's second trilogy where he could become the first UFC fighter in history to go 0-3 in 2 trilogies. Luke, I'll start with you. Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Is he the best UFC fighter to never win an undisputed championship? Straight out of the back. That's a hard one. I know.
Oh, that is a difficult question, though, because there are so many other legendary fighters that haven't held undisputed gold. He's definitely the top. He's definitely top 3. I don't know whether he's top because I have to really rack my brains and go through it, but he's probably definitely in the top 3. You've got Chael, you've got Alistair Overeem, you've got maybe Nate Diaz is not one of the best to never win the belt.
Nick hasn't. Nick Diaz hasn't.
Nick hasn't.
Rory McDonald, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Yeah, plenty of fight. Yeah, I think Dustin is probably definitely top 3.
Justin Gaethje.
Shit, yeah, that's a shout.
Some top fighters you haven't. Benavidez, McCall. Poirier might be the biggest name not to win one.
Well,
outside of Diaz.
No, I think Chael was the bigger name.
Uriah Faber.
Uriah Faber's a shout.
Dan
Ferguson, Hendo.
Dan Henderson. Joseph Benavidez. Alexander Gustafsson. Donald Cerrone.
Yeah, I really set you up with a bad question there, Luke. My bad, bro.
I
didn't realize how bad that question was. My bad. Yeah, that was a tough one. Is he the best lightweight to never win one then?
Yeah.
Diaz.
Say he's the best lightweight to never win one.
Yeah.
100%.
Jay, I'll come to you. Dustin the Diamond Poirier had some amazing fights in the octagon. You think back to him versus Hooker in the pandemic, him versus Conor McGregor 2, which was a great fight, him versus Gaethje 1, the second Max Holloway fight,
him versus Eddie Alvarez.
Both fights were crazy. Both Alvarez fights were crazy. If I was to ask you, Jay, what's your favorite Poirier fight and why? What would it be?
What question that is?
Conor McGregor 2.
That was a hell of a fight. I think people sleep on that fight. Conor was super motivated for that fight.
Yeah.
And he was super friendly.
He was. But we saw how friendly he was with Cerrone, and he pieced up Cerrone in no time.
I think
And
Conor lose the fight. Made him a millionaire as well. That's what I said.
Yeah. On
Put him
that
on the
fight,
list.
though, Jay, do you think there's any part of him that regrets taking that third fight? Because he was on course to fighting for the belt, but instead of fighting for the belt, he actually took the fight with Conor instead. Do you think if he had the chance to go back and change that, he would?
No, because Conor's a bigger fight than the belt.
Yeah, true.
Oh, you both agree, yeah?
Yeah,
It's like facing Taker at Mania with his streak, ain't it?
Oh,
I think Conor McGregor at that time, with his celebrity and personality and how popular he was and how much money you go and make, he probably made more money fighting Conor twice than he ever would do fighting for a belt.
So was it originally supposed to be Charles versus Dustin for the belt? Was it Chandler versus Dustin for the belt?
I think it would have been Charles and Poirier, Charles and Dustin.
So Charles and Dustin, or McGregor and Dustin. McGregor's the bigger fight, isn't it?
Yeah,
Even without belt.
Bigger fight, yeah.
And he won the.
I made the gamble instead after the second one. Is either the belt or do you risk the trilogy? And everyone was like, "Oh, he's mental for risking the third." And I was definitely thinking he's not crazy because he probably knows he can beat Conor, and if he wins, he's a fucking millionaire and he's guaranteed the title shot. Set himself up for life, pretty much. Around Panty night, every night.
Is the only fighter to beat Conor twice in a row?
Yes, technically, he's the only fighter to finish him 2 times in a row. Because obviously the second one was a TKO, obviously because of the broken leg. But yeah, he did become the first man to knock out Conor McGregor, and that was probably the biggest fight for him. I'm trying to think. Obviously,
Conor versus anyone's biggest fight for that.
He came off the war from Hooker from the pandemic after losing to Khabib.
I just don't think he was ever the guy. That's Dustin's thing for me. I just don't think he was ever the guy, and that's why he was never going to win a title.
Or was he just in an era of 2 of the greatest lightweights of all time? Like
he can be in there,
and Charles at the time. Because there's an argument to say if he fought McGregor when he first won the belt, if he fought Alvarez instead, if he fought RDA, Pettis, he might have beat those guys. It's just in the same way Cormier was around when Jones was around,
and he did beat Eddie Alvarez, obviously when they weren't the champion. So he was unfortunate against Khabib, Charles, against the Islam fight, man.
Let's be real. Out of them, if we're gonna make a Mount Rushmore of UFC lightweights, it's probably gonna be BJ Penn, Khabib, Charles, and Islam. He'd have lost to 3 on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he has been unlucky.
And basically it took a bit of genius from Islam Makhachev to grab the heel for the heel hook finish, because people were thinking that time it was a close fight. Possibly he could nick it. And Islam just snatched that all away.
Shall I tell you how I know what Islam did was special? Because Jamie hates wrestling, and when Islam did that, his reaction was just like, "Oh my goodness, that's incredible!"
It was special. I have to do
it. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, Islam's special, though, ain't he?
Yeah,
I suppose Dustin is just unfortunate, to be fair, because he's in an era. It's like Andy Murray in tennis. He's unfortunately in an era with Nadal, Djokovic, and
broke my heart.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just if they went about, you're probably on about Murray winning like 12 Grand Slams or something. Yeah. But it's the same with Dustin. He's just in this era of that. He was just, again, the champions at the time were just a level above him, but everyone else around him, he was the same level as. And if any of them were champion, we're probably looking at maybe a 2-time champion in his division. So, yeah, he's unfortunate for that, to be fair.
Completely agree. Just gonna shout out to a couple people in the chat. Shout out to Scraps, Liam, Theo, Unknown, Football Gospel, Cringe Gov, I'm not going to read out your name. That's crazy. Pick up to yourself as well.
So say shriveled sack.
Yeah.
That's mad. Sorry, I've got glasses, so I have to look.
Going into this weekend, though, UFC 318, the BMF title's on the line. Max Holloway takes on Dustin Poirier for the third time. Who's under more pressure in this fight? Is it Max, who's coming off a KO loss, the first in his career, or is it Dustin Poirier in his final hoo-ha and his ride off into the sunset? Luke, who's more, and fighting in front of a hometown crowd? Luke, who's under more pressure for this one, in your opinion?
It's Max. For me, I feel like he's under more pressure. Look at the way Dustin's speaking about this fight. Like, he's going in there. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the build to this fight. Like, this is the last one. Like, once this is done, I'm literally going to pump myself with steroids. He's talking about, like, I can't wait to finish this. I may go live after my fight and just show me just pumping steroids because why not? Because I'm retired. But, like, for Max, man, like, has anyone seen Max's interviews recently? My God, he's a bitter man at the moment. I think
I tell you what's hurt, because you guys know how much of a Max fan I am. It's hurting me seeing how he is in these interviews because it does sound very salty.
Absolutely rattled by he basically called is it Ilya Streak overrated?
Yeah,
knockout streak. I'm like, that's because he knocked you out, buddy. That's why. So I feel like Max is under pressure, and obviously you don't want to be the first person in UFC history to have 2 trilogies and not win a single not even win a single fight.
I hear it. Jay, do you agree or disagree with what Luke's saying there? Is it
no? Yeah, it's Max and Dana, isn't it?
Yeah, because Dustin's done. Like, Dustin's done after this. Like, a win for Dustin, one, we can retire the BMF belt because it'll be Dustin's, and 2, like, Dustin's done afterwards. So, like, we don't need to worry about, like, who Dustin's gonna fight next and stuff like that. Like, when you look at the rankings that I have beautifully up on my computer, like, obviously it doesn't mean them nothing ranking wise because Dustin's 6, Max is 5, but where does that leave Max if he loses by KO? Back-to-back knockouts, 2 different weight classes. You're looking around thinking, what's Max going to do now? Sort of thing. For me, Max needs to get a decisive victory here.
I think the pressure's all on Dana.
I'm not going to lie. You guys have thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, and you've actually changed my opinion because I actually had Dustin being the more under pressure fighter. I know this is his last fight and he's not going to fight again, but fighting in front of all your fans effectively in your hometown.
But he's at peace. But the thing is, like, the way he's done his interviews, he's at peace with his career coming to an end.
Yeah. The thing
is,
though,
I feel like with some fighters that retire, you can almost sense with some of them that they're not content with how their career is going out. I feel like Dustin's retiring on his own terms. Like, look at the conditioning he's in for this.
Yeah, fantastic.
He's in the shape of his life for this fight. He's under no pressure in his mind. Going out there, they have a great scrap. I get to go home to my wife, my daughter. He's got another child on the way. So for him, it's no pressure, man. No pressure.
The reason I say Dana,
the
reason I say Dana White's got the most pressure on this year is because this fight shouldn't have happened. Because you're giving Max an opponent where it doesn't benefit Max even if he wins. Does nothing for him. Because you're beating a fight that's retiring. Does nothing for him.
Not even bragging rights. I agree, by the way, but not even bragging rights, Jay, considering he hasn't beaten Poirier yet.
I mean, bragging rights and losing 2-1 in a best of 3, is that bragging rights? Do you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does Max go with this fight? Because who can he officially challenge after this fight? Because he's beaten someone who's going out, he's retiring, he's got his gloves down. Yeah, and then Charles is finished in this sport. They're like, I feel for Max a little bit, because if he beats Dustin, which I think he will, and then he fights Charles and he beats Charles, I just don't know what that really does for him, because I think Charles is almost a finished fighter, and I think Dustin is a finished fighter. So I actually feel sorry for Max, to be fair.
All right, I've got a potential.
And plus, sorry, Cal.
No, go for it.
Cal, jump in. Right. And plus, I do blame Dana. This was not Dustin's dream opponent. This was not Dustin's Dustin wanted.
He wanted
to wrap the trilogy up with Gaethje, which makes sense, one apiece, or have Ilya. Which sort of means he sort of knows he's probably going to lose his last fight, but he wants to go out on his shield. You know, if he lost to Ilya, gets knocked out, yeah, it looks a bit shitty for him. But
whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, people, if you're watching, I'm going to slightly interrupt the show because there's a bit of breaking news from the football side of things.
Shall I try and do the Fabrizio accent? There is direct club-to-club contact between Liverpool and Newcastle, which is already a big step.
Oh, no, I'm not seeing anything new from Fabrizio, actually.
Isaac did not close the doors to Liverpool. He's in conversation with Newcastle. Didn't stop Liverpool. He seems open to the move. Liverpool have the bid ready and are waiting for Newcastle's decision in the next hours, days. It cannot be too long.
Yeah. Fabrizio's basically saying, is that Liverpool's looks like it's done.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Big up Imran in the chat. Big up Skits. Big up Liego as well.
Sorry about that.
No, don't be silly, bro. You never have to apologize for that. What I was thinking, though, regarding Max, he's actually ranked higher in the division than Poirier as well, which, again, to me, kind of makes no sense. But could this be, if he wins this fight and wins it in spectacular fashion, given the rankings, could he potentially leapfrog everyone? In fact, no, I'm saying this and I don't believe myself. He's not going to get a title shot from winning this fight.
No,
that's nothing for him. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe gets the Paddy fight.
Oh, I wouldn't be against it. Like, wouldn't be against it.
I think Paddy is getting Ilya. So,
which I think so.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's a weird one. Look, it's going to be a fun fight, but you're right. In terms of the meritocracy of things, then we kind of don't know where we stand with this. And if Max loses, he probably has more options if he loses than if he wins, if we're going to be honest.
Does he, though?
Yeah, because if he wins, then
it does nothing for him. This fight does fuck all for Max.
But the thing is, I think he's that way.
Let's say he beats Poirier. No, but if he beats Poirier, he'd in his mind, he'd be like, that's 2 wins back to back in the lightweight division, one against Gaethje and one against Poirier. He'd want to fight someone above him who's probably on a winning streak as well. He won't get
it back with Oliveira, Sarukian.
Oliveira just been KO'd.
Oh,
him fighting Oliveira next does nothing for him either, because of how Oliveira just got beaten by Ilya.
But for me, Sarukian deserves the next title shot.
Sarukian should be the next title shot, but he won't.
But then Gaethje's moaned like a little bitch, basically threatened to retire if he doesn't get the title shot. And if that's the case, Justin, thank you for your endeavors, but I don't want to see fighters bitching for title shots. Man.
But here's the thing: even the Gaethje Holloway rematch doesn't excite me, because I've seen how that one played out, and it wasn't a fluke; it was a beat down.
If we're being honest here, Dustin's final retirement. Dustin's final retirement match should have been against Paddy Pimblett, because
Ilya.
Well, it doesn't do anything for Ilya because Ilya's going to be a champion anyway.
Yeah, sort of. It sort of gives him like that legendary name on his resume.
Yeah, I suppose. But then we can just keep talking about Ilya.
From a wrestling, you talk about doing the job, right?
Yeah. So you're doing like the way Dana needs to start. See.
Because that's what he was going to do with Nate and Hamza, remember?
Yeah. I keep having these conversations about UFC is stale and they've got no superstars, yeah? You've got a potential massive superstar in your midst. People might not like him, but he's a massive superstar in UFC's midst in Pimblett, yeah? Pimlet would cause Poirier a lot of issues, in my opinion, right? And that's if you set that fight up on the basis that Pimlet's your guy because Max is retiring, and if he beats Max, who for me is a higher caliber of fighter than a Chandra was in their fight, that sets him up for superstardom. Unfortunately, we don't do that anymore in UFC. We just fight boring fighter against boring fighter and hope for the best.
Sorry, I have to divert us back to football for Brits here again. Liverpool's bid of 120 million is ready to be submitted if Newcastle open the doors.
Oh, buddy, weekend, guys. We are going to have some fun.
Sorry,
we're going to have some fun. In terms of the rest of the card, I know we spoke about it briefly last week. Yeah, UFC 318 again. We've all speculated that because of the pay-per-view points that Max and Poirier will be getting, it's not the greatest of cards. Could argue say the next
White House card next year. That's what he's doing.
Paulo Costa versus Kopylov, Kevin Holland versus Rodriguez, Ige versus Patricio Pitbull, and then Michael Johnson versus Zell Huber. They're all stand-up fights, effectively. So again, we say this a lot. How we don't think
it's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. We don't expect much from the card, but could it be that because it's a card where it's mainly stand-up fighters, that we could actually have a really good card, despite the lack of names and storylines and all the other stuff?
But we know the UFC, even if we get like quick finishes, we know the UFC drag this shit out.
That's what you're trying to say. They're hoping it'll be like Evolution the other night, yeah, where it had no build. It had no build, and it was a sculpture.
Oh, it was a good card, yeah.
WWE's best show of the year by a mile.
Better WrestleMania.
Yeah, better. It equaled for me from top to bottom. It probably equaled All In.
I haven't watched All In either.
So it could be a sleeper card. But I'm looking at some of the fights. I'm like, it could put me asleep. So, you know, I don't know. This could go one way or the other. The main event, I'm hoping, is going to be a slug out fest. But I just don't know why it would be. There's nothing on the line for either fighter. I don't know why they're going to put their lives at stake for this fight. I think it might be absolutely boring.
Interesting. Let us know in the comment section, guys, how you feel. Want to move on to a 145-pound division now. And EVLOEV, who is someone who we expect to get the next title shot. However, that still hasn't been announced yet. And he was scheduled to fight against Aaron Pico next week in, I think it's Saudi. However, he's pulled out of that fight with an injury he said is sustained in Thailand.
I've sustained injuries in Thailand.
I knew you were going to say something. Given the state of that division,
so the name was Barbara.
What? One, who does Volk fight next? And two, is this probably the most mismanaged division in the whole UFC at the moment?
I think we can say a few other divisions get in line because I'm pretty sure that actually next in line should be Diego Lopez.
Yeah,
Diego Lopez.
What, for the rematch?
Oh no, actually, yeah, scrap that. Sorry,
no, he pieced Lopez up, didn't he? To be fair.
Oh god, yeah, because I forgot because they changed the rankings because Max got removed from the division.
There's no standout contender in that division.
I don't want Yair a rematch, man. Yair does not deserve a rematch, man.
I don't think he does.
Arnold Dallas not fought. Don't run Ortega back. Lerone Murphy.
Ortega's fighting Sterling, I believe.
Lerone Murphy.
Too low down. He's done, and he hasn't beat anyone above him.
But pretty much Volk's beaten. EVLOEV'S injured. Lopez got beat. Yair
Aaron
got beat.
Pico just come to the division.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Here's what I say: a wild card fight. You want a wild card fight? Do Umar Nurmagomedov against him.
Bump Umar up to 45.
Yeah, you're talking out your ass.
Hold on. Oh, John Silver's fighting Diego Lopez, by the way, guys. John Silver's fighting Diego Lopez.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's Lerone. Unless Arnold Allen's got a win recently.
I don't know what's going on with Arnold Allen at the moment.
Is he still injured?
I think Volk's going to have to get a surprise opponent.
What, like a wrestling?
He just trains and then he just sends someone out on the night.
just send them out. No, I think it's going to get someone we're not thinking of. It could be a move up. It could be someone like Umar who goes up a division.
No, actually, I lie. He has got a win. Kige Jihadzi. That's the last victory Arnold Allen has. So Arnold Allen, step right up because you got.
It could be Arnold Allen.
A title shot, boy.
They've really mismanaged this division, especially with Max and Ilya going up as well. They should have had those fighters.
I think won the belt and sort of F that division up. It's like shit.
Do you know Volk might have trouble with
contenders?
No, do you know he might have trouble with if you book this fight?
Sterling,
yeah.
I
think Sterling might give Volk some issues.
You got your boy Aljamain Sterling for them.
Obviously, Jamaica in the building and that. Jay, I'll be real with you.
No, Jamaica's been letting us down recently.
Because I'm trying to think of any. I just don't see. I literally don't see it. Like EVLOEV'S, obviously he's injured, so he's not fighting. So we know what we know what Dana's like with fights that have injuries close to fights. You don't get the next title shot for months or even years. So
yeah, that's the point.
Diogo Lopez is busy. Yara Rodriguez is no thank you. Brian Ortega, no thank you.
It's gonna be a year. Come on, unfortunately, the way everything's falling into into it, it's gonna be fucking Yair Rodriguez, and he doesn't deserve it. And where does this leave Aaron Pico? Is he gonna stay on the card? Are we gonna keep him on the card, or are we gonna put him on the card down, or are we gonna book him with someone else?
This is the point.
If you want to give Pico a high-ranked opponent, are we going to give him Arnold Allen? Are we going to give him a Lerone Murphy to walking him into the UFC? Or are we going to give him oh, no, I can't say give him to Yair Rodriguez because we sort of gave Pitbull.
Could you just... this is crazy. Could you just go Pico and Volk?
Possibly.
It's a fresh matchup.
How did the only the fresh heavyweight fighter go the other night that you wanted to fight Aspinall?
Which one?
Yeah, no.
He got killed, yeah? So we leave Pico alone for a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, that's
let's leave Pico be. Let's have a couple of fights, yeah? Let's have a couple of fights.
Yeah, I think so I tell you what it is. If I'm Volk, I'm sitting there, I'm like, no one has earned the title shot apart from EVLOEV, but EVLOEV injured and he wasn't even going to get the fight in the first place. And I've beaten Lopez, I've beaten Yair, I've beaten Ortega. Like, Aljo is coming off a loss. Lerone Murphy hasn't fought in ages. Arnold Allen hasn't fought in ages. Maybe it's Arnold Allen.
Maybe it's Arman.
Well, Sarukian, did you say?
Yeah.
Sarukian can't cut down to 45.
Oh, wait, man.
He'd have to cut off a limb.
Hey, if he wants a fight. I'm trying to think
Paddy, can you cut down to 45, Paddy?
Oh, Paddy's
I actually think Arnold Allen. I think you could give it to Arnold Allen.
I think you'll have to give it to Arnold. Look, Paddy's too big for the weight.
Arnold, or give him Lerone Murphy.
No, Arnold's higher in the rankings.
True.
Yeah. I would give it to Arnold Allen. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, it's great. Let's give the Brit an opportunity.
Go on,
yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down. I like Arnold. So
England versus Australia, the Ashes Part 2. Let's go. You can book this. You can market it.
That's a point. Yeah. You know they won't
do it in Australia. The Pommies versus the. Yeah, come on, let's do it.
But you know they won't market it like that because they don't think like that.
He get Arnold Allen to come out to God Save the King. You know, really piss the Australian crowd off. Like, do it, man. Yeah, right. I've booked this better already. Just let's get this going, man.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be. Yeah, you're right. It's one of the Brits. I'd go Arnold Allen at the moment because he's higher ranked than Lerone Murphy and got a few more high profile wins and fights. But it's got to be one of those two, literally.
Yeah, I don't think Dana has a clue. Let's put it this way.
He doesn't.
I think rankings are a bullshit, and I think you
can't
should
wait for these AI rankings are going to come in, and they're going to be absolutely.
Get rid of rankings. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. What UFC should be doing now? They're so far in the game. They should just be putting on exciting fights. So, what's the most exciting matchup? Forget about rankings, guys. What is the most exciting matchup on paper to give Volk in his first title defense? Or second, first title defense after winning.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. In that division, I don't know. Maybe John Silver.
There you go. Just do it in. Just do it. Put exciting fights that people will go want to watch, man. You know, mate, just give exciting fights out. The problem UFC have got right now, though, is that a lot of their champions are almost untouchable.
Yeah.
Because they're so good.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of an issue, but just put exciting fights on. That's what we all want to see, ain't it? You know, we want to see exciting fights. Look at the fights last Saturday on Fight Night, man. Give me exciting fights.
Yeah, they were fun. The Black Beast is back.
Wonder Boy, by the way. Did you see the hole in his leg?
Oh gosh, from a
You want to see Derek?
You know what? At first, when it first happened and he fell back, I thought he
broke it. Yeah, but then he had a hole in it. You could see his butt. And then he still kicked him in the head with it.
Well, he said he broke his foot like in the first round as well.
Yeah, the man's a beast. Big up one.
You guys see Derek Lewis's
got
post-fight speech?
Say again, sorry.
You ever see Derek Lewis's post-fight speech?
Yeah.
Hilarious, man. Get on his way. I like Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis is the black version of Jamie. Like, let's be real about it. Derek Lewis is the black version of Jamie Phillips. Like, let's call it away.
I just want to go home.
Whoa. Who says I'm not black? No, you don't know. You
don't get the AI pictures out, Jamie. Bad noise for you.
Everything he says, I'm just like, Jamie would say something like that. Jamie would say something like that.
I'm
going to go ground and pound my wife. Like, that is a Jamie Phillips line. Like everything he says, I'm like, yeah, that's Jamie Phillips.
I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. And again, it's characters
he's
like
my
that.
Favorite, apart from Aspinall, he's my favorite heavyweight.
Is he ever going to win a title? Maybe not. But just put him in exciting fights.
I mean,
give him exciting people to fight.
I'm going to do a video on the heavyweights. There's an argument to say that he should actually get the title shot, but
give him Aspinall. It might be more exciting than like anything we else forgot. You know what I mean?
Apparently, you can never guess who weighs at about 243 pounds right now.
Poirier'S.
I think you're about to see him make his heavyweight debut.
I agree.
I don't think he fights a light heavyweight again.
Another bomber. Which one is it?
Might be the same one, man.
Is it the same one that I said earlier?
Got more bombers than World War II.
I do think Alex gets the shot. I'm starting to believe it. And I understand why he would as well. Makes sense. Speaking about getting a shot, Daniel Dubois will be taking on Alexander Usyk at the weekend in a rematch from their fight a couple of years ago where Dubois was stopped by Usyk. A controversial fight. However, this time Usyk is coming off the back of a devastating KO win over Anthony Joshua. And Usyk beat Tyson Fury for the second time. In my opinion, it should really be Joseph Parker who gets this title shot.
Yeah,
but
Joseph Parker.
Boxing politics is boxing politics.
No, it's more exciting fight.
Do you think Dubois is the right man to send in there to beat Usyk?
I think Dubois has got all the tools at the moment in heavyweight boxing. He's got the exactly as Luke says there. He's got all the tools though. Out of every heavyweight fighter at the moment, I think he can cause Usyk the most trouble. Look, face it, right? That shot was low, but it weren't in the nuts like Usyk pretended it was, right? But it was low. It was just above the cut. What happened there? Yeah, it was a low blow because the way boxing is with the belt line and all that.
Yeah,
right. But it didn't catch him in the nuts. He just caught him above the cup. But what that tells me is that fucking shot absolutely floored him.
Yeah, and he's got the power to do that.
Any other ref on that day might not have seen that as a low blow and would have counted him out as a knockout, as a technical knockout. So Usyk is Usyk doesn't like it to the body. We know this for a fact. He's very. He doesn't like it to the body. I think that is what Usyk's game plan's going to be, and I think with his power, he's probably the heaviest hitter in the heavyweight division. He could cause him damage, but he's going to have to do it early because if it goes over 6 rounds, then Usyk's just in his house and he just outboxes people from 7 to 12, and it's game over. So Usyk, if he's going to do it, he's going to do it early, but he has got the tools to do it. But as Luke said, he was on the thick table at school. You know what I mean?
For fuck's sakes. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw the face-off today at Wembley.
Yeah.
I think Dubois has already fucked up.
Yeah, this one, there is no point trying to instill fear in Usyk.
Fucked up because he's already shouting in his face. I'm thinking,
and Usyk didn't even blink. He didn't flinch, didn't blink.
The man fighting Russians on the front line. Do you think he's scared?
Like, there's nothing a boxer's going to do that's going to scare him.
No, the man's on. No, you can't scare him. I bet the only person he's scared of is his wife, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Like, I don't see. The thing is, if anyone's going to beat him right now, I think it is Dubois because of his power, as you both said. I just don't know if anyone beats Usyk. And the question is, does he fight again after this?
Well, I don't know, because according to Tyson Fury, he wants to have a trilogy next year because he wants fair judging and all that shit.
What do you mean fair judging? They fought in Saudi twice. You can't get more fairer.
Yeah,
he wants to fight in the UK and have the UK.
Of course, I bet he does.
So he wants the UK judge it. So Usyk's never fought in his country. He's fought in neutral ground and beaten twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he
comprehensively both times as well
in Britain. So
he got saved in the first fight as well. Let's not forget.
He
got saved in the first fight.
Yeah, Usyk beats Fury every day of the week. I want to see Fury AJ. That's the only fight I want to see, man.
Yeah. Facts.
Fury AJ doesn't need a title. Doesn't need anything. Just put it on.
Usyk, late knockout. Calling it now.
Yeah, I think the fight. I do think Usyk
Dubois being unified heavyweight champion. I'm sorry, cannot have that.
I think Dubois hurts him early, but doesn't finish him, and then he runs out of gas, and Usyk finishes him later in the
Unless
fight.
his coaches can get a switch and put a bit of boxing IQ in there, then.
But I'm telling you right now, if Daniel Dubois wins, it's Fury Daniel Dubois at Wembley in 2026.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially if Frank Warren.
Absolutely fucking butcher that guy. He's going to butcher him.
That'll be the fight. I'm telling you, that's what he's waiting for. Fury's hoping Dubois wins this because he will beat Dubois. He would beat Dubois, in my opinion. So,
and then we're gonna have the trilogy Usyk Fury 3. With Fury having the belts.
Yeah. That's what I believe Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn want. Let's face it, they're a partnership now. So that's what they want, and that's what Turkey Al-Sheikh wants. That's what they all want. So
what he wants. What he wants is what he gets.
So yeah.
Seems like it. People, we are going to wrap up there. Jay, you got anything coming out on your channel?
Yeah, I'll be going live tomorrow with more of this EVLOEV'S stuff.
I have some more stuff to tell you afterwards.
Okay. ESAC stuff?
That and Diaz stuff.
Oh. Interesting.
Do you know?
I'll be dropping a couple of videos tomorrow.
I just read something.
I'll be dropping a couple of videos tomorrow, so make sure you switch on the notification bell so you'll be notified when they go live as well, please, people. And then we'll be live at the weekend for UFC 318 as well.
Yeah, we're going to need you there, people. We're going to need you there.
I promise you guys not to fall asleep.
Oh, look, we all might be asleep. This might be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've stopped making that promise.
We're all three of us are just asleep.
We're all gonna get fucking memed.
Imran, unfortunately, no Misha news. I'll be honest. I have actually reached out to see if I could do an interview with her. If I do, you'll be the first to know, Imran.
Wow. Whoa. What about Valentina interview?
I wanted to ask your permission first. I didn't want to.
You got my permission.
Okay.
Remember, you used to go in that way.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like Cal Valentino, and then I'm getting knocked.
Do you know how well dressed I'd be for that
video? Oh man, that'd be brilliant. People, do smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to Luke's channel, subscribe to Jamie's channel, and subscribe here if you're new. Make sure you switch on the notification bell and follow on social media. Till we see you again, people. Thanks for watching and listening. Take care.